If I still had fingers, they'd be crossed. She doesn't have fingers. She never had fingers. She's just a construct as far as I'm aware. Of course, I don't know enough about the Halo storyline after 3 or 4, one or the other. I played 4, but 4 ends in sort of a weird cliffhanger-y type way. Everybody died. There, I spoiled it.
Chief? Chief, can you hear me?
Yes.
At last. Are you alright? Can you move?
Yep. The man standing up lives. The man, all the people sitting down die. Go figure that one out. That proves seatbelts do kill. All you people that believe that seatbelts are less safe than not wearing seatbelts, you're all right. You all should stop wearing seatbelts because it definitely won't save your life in a crash. It'll just decapitate you. What we want to do is we want to stay away from these guys right here. And you also want to stand up in a crash. Like if you're about to get in a car crash, just stand up. It'll save your life, I guarantee it. Oh, and if you think about wearing a helmet, don't wear a helmet either. That'll cause your neck to snap. I know what I'm actually supposed to do. I'm supposed to just run up this side, pretend like nothing's wrong. But I don't want to get shot at by banshees. Nobody sees me, that's fine. I don't care. Like, I'm pretty sure I was a banshee. Yep, banshee. That's this fucker right here. They have a 3-second attention span. Great. Yep, I got pinned. Ooh. There you are. You're dead. One more. Not nearly as accurate as it needed to be to actually be considered a headshot. How you do? You just charge him and shoot. Charge and shoot. Not my finest moment. Should be up there. Hold on to you for just a bit. .84 is too many shots for a handgun. Use our little handgun to snipe our way through the game. Handgun does have a unique twist aside from zooming in that I'm going to try to show off here eventually. Answer to the question is no, there's never any survivors. Because they all die. Especially in legendary mode. Legendary mode's like, hey chief, there might be some survivors. Up, they're all dead. They all died immediately. We turned the Covenant's damage up by 40%, and we turned down your armor by 50%. Which makes for a very deadly combination of all your guys are dead. If you were perfect at shooting, this would be easy. You would just headshot everything. I don't like you. You keep running around the merry-go-round. I don't like that. That's illegal. I'm gonna shoot you in the back. Trying to focus on two different people at once. Yeah, all those lifeboats you saw in the sky, yeah, those are just shooting stars. Nobody else made it off the Autumn. Good luck surviving is the only 5 people that survived the pillar.
It's a mess, sir. We scattered all over this valley. Call for evac.
This is one of the areas I usually die in at least a couple times. Because I end up getting overzealous. I watch people just perfectly decimate this area. As I said before about when we were on the Pillar of Autumn, I just watch people absolutely decimate this area using one or two very well placed grenades and just ends people. I deserve that. Too aggressive.
Good to see you, sir. I thought we were the only ones who made it off the Pillar of Autumn.
You did. Fucking Needlers are so good. The Needler. Second best gun in the game. Best gun in the game in Halo 2 because they let you double wield those fuckers. Kimbo Needlers was too broke and they had to get rid of it. Up. There goes all my health. I nearly killed myself doing that. Always great. I always kind of imagine the Covenant's kind of like a bunch of daycare workers, where the grunts are like the little fucking wild kids that can't control themselves and are all everywhere, and then like, you know, the jackals are like the older kids that the elite adults use. Yep, I deserve that again. They're like, the elites are like adults, and they're trying to keep the jackals from fucking eating the little kids, and, you know, the little kids are just running around like crazy, and as soon as like one of the adults like walks away, they go nuts. They're throwing grenades at each other. And I don't know what hunters are. Hunters are like some variation of like, you know, like really big like helpers. I don't know. There's probably something I'm missing. Some sort of simile I'm missing. What do I compare them to? I don't know. Speaking of daycare, here's a story for you guys. Daycare, it was vastly different than when I was growing up, than even when my siblings were growing up. I may have mentioned this at some point, but like, I saw the transformation at some point when I was in like the 4th grade, where daycare that I was at was basically you had to have enough teachers or adults watching over the kids. So there's a certain, you know, at least in Pennsylvania, there's a certain ratio that you have to have. So many adults per child under the age of, we'll just say 1, and then you have to have so many adults per child between 1 and say 6, and then it basically, you know, goes down and down and down to the point that like one adult can watch over like, I don't know, probably an infinite number of like 10-year-olds, but, well, you know, not actually an infinite number, but, you know, a fair number of 10-year-olds. Whereas you have to have like 1 adult for every 3 babies or something under 1, because they require more attention. Anywho, point being is, when I went to daycare, it was like, okay, the teachers watched over you, but you generally like played with your own, you know, you'd play with shit, you know what I mean? So like you would go and you'd hang out, you'd like go down the slide, or you play blocks with some people or whatever, and then you get bored and you like walk away and you would do something else. And then whenever you know, it would be closer to like a lunchtime or a nap time or something, you know, everyone would have to clean up. So that was sort of how they did it, was everybody cleaned up till, you know, the whole place was clean. You know what I mean? Not like clean as in like get out the sponges, but like pick up the toys, put them in their bins, you know, that sort of stuff. Make sure everything was off the floor. And like I remember, because my dad didn't initially trust me and my younger brother to watch ourselves, so our school had like an after-school daycare program. And I remember at some point in like 4th grade, like the daycare changed hands from one company to another, and I watched it transform into what would become the daycare center that my siblings would go to. Even though it was a different place they went to daycare at, it was unrelated to the school I was in. I remember like they would put like kids in different sections, so like you would have the block section and the reading section and the movie section, and you couldn't, like, if you were in the block section, you got bored, you couldn't leave the block section. You just had to stay there until whenever you would change over play session, you know, play areas. And you know, it was a lot of this, like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was a lot of like, okay, we get the fact that the teachers are, or the adults are older than us, you know, and that, you know, they're in charge. But this took it to like kind of like a weird dystopian, like fascist future where it was like, I don't think the block area should be open not right now. Why? Because I don't want it to be open. It's like, but you don't have any good reason as to why the block area shouldn't be open. Well, I just said it should be closed, so it's closed. It's like, okay, I'm not old enough to reason with you, and like, all right. Ooh. Off we go. Yeah, I'm gonna carefully approach this because I don't want to fall off a cliff. Because I don't specifically remember everything detail-wise.
This is not a natural formation.
Not a natural formation.
Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere. I've hacked into the Covenant battle network. They're actually broadcasting tactical data on unencrypted channels.
What an idiot.
We should show them who they're dealing with.
What a bunch
Master
of
Chief,
morons.
I'm going to use your suit's transcom system to monitor.
Yeah, I mean,
their channel.
if Cortana was smart enough to be able to hack their communications, okay? Like, I understand communications is a little bit different than like every other system, but like you can hack their comm system super easy, but you couldn't like turn off their fucking battleship or something, so we didn't have to fight them or something. I don't know. Bear with me in that thought process. I'm also trying to remember how to e-brake slide. It's one of these two buttons, and I don't remember which one it is. This unfortunately is another area I tend to die a lot in, because you have jackals and elites hanging out, and then meanwhile the grunts are going to start throwing grenades at you, and if one of those grenades tags my vehicle, I'm dead. And it's not very hard for them to do it because, yep, we're dead. I don't even it doesn't even have to be at my vehicle, it'll just be near my vehicle. I want to run this elite over, but he's going to dive out of the way. So that's where you want to E-brake him. You know, you want to E-brake slide into him. But I can't seem to remember what that is. We're just going to have to enjoy watching Chris die another 5 times. It's a pretty good start, though. I got the elite taken care of. I got most of the grunts on this side taken care of. And we should be able to run over the jackal on the right side. And then, yeah. The reason I'm driving is because I don't trust my gunner to drive me around. He would just like drive me in circles and we'd all die. Or he'd drive me off a cliff. I don't think the computers are actually that stupid, but his movements would very much be like, I don't get it. So I've just killed all of my momentum there, and there's the grenade. Lovely, what a nice outfit. And I'm like, babe, what is the deal? Yeah, I ran over a jackal, but I flipped my fucking warthog and now I'm dead. I got hit by another grenade. Another grenade. Elite. So what I have to do is I just basically... the speedrun tactic here is basically you leave your... Well, the speedrun tactic is you don't worry about your gunner surviving, and you just zip it down towards where, to the right-hand side, and then you zip up, make the bridge, jump back in the truck, and then zip your way across the bridge before anyone has a chance to really take care of you, I guess. Oh yeah, you're dead. I'm gonna smush you. Smushed. Alright, I'm dead. So he just nestles that right in my truck. Just nestles it right there in the passenger seat right next to me. Like, hey, just here for a ride. Oh wait, no I'm not, I'm a grenade. I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow the fuck up. I remember me and my brother Steven played this game one time on Legendary. And that was tough because this Halo game, unlike Halo 2 and probably later Halo games, basically what you could do is you could have player 1 run around and charge into shit and die, and just have player 2 act as a respawn area, because you only reset to the last checkpoint if both of you guys died. However, I believe the opposite's true as well, where if you are at a checkpoint and oh come on, that's a headshot. If you're at a checkpoint and your other guy is in the middle of battle, it won't checkpoint you, so you have to both be in a safe location to get the checkpoint. But that was, I don't know. Just to put it simply, we were 2 fucking noobs playing that game. Not really noobs. I mean, I had beaten Halo like 5 or 6 times on heroic and normal difficulty and that. But like, that legendary mode's fucking horse shit. I mean, I've gotten through Halo 3, Halo 4, Reach. I've gotten through all of them on legendary difficulty by myself. It took a while. I didn't fucking lasso it by any stretch of the imagination, but I did do it on all of them. But I've never run into a more difficult, 2 difficult legendary campaigns than fucking Halo 2 and This is like probably a close second for me. Because I never truly... I mean, I after playing this game for so long, you kind of get, you know, the balance of the game where, you know, any guy with a shield is super bad against a charged pistol. And, you know, grunts are grunts. They're just designed to be little meat, you know, little sponges of, you know, you could take them out with pretty much anything. And then, you know, obviously your needler gun is like your number 2. It's your it's the one you want to have in your backup pocket, because that'll shoot right through anybody's that'll shoot through the elite's shields, but it bounces off of the jackal's shields. So, you know, you want to have something to take. And usually jackals are easy. You just circle strafe them, and you get around to the back of them and just shoot them. Or you can always use, if you have a more accurate weapon, you can shoot them in their hand. And then what ends up happening is they kind of do like where you break their parry thing, and then when you break their parry, you shoot them in the face. So you can do this as well if you're really good. And this is part of the speedrun tactic, is that you use you jump off the back of the warthog up there, you go up the thing, and then press the button and run back down without having to fight the elites. Bit of right here. Somebody needs a spanking. Probably should have used the needler there. Picked up a needler or a something to cut right through their shield. You can stun them like that. It's just like, okay, that's not difficult at all. This is the button I have to press to move the game along. I watched a guy speedrun this game one time, just absolutely decimated this on legendary mode like it was nothing. I mean, mind you, legendary mode does sort of give you an advantage because all of your guys just almost immediately die. You're just like, yep, I'm dead now. Sorry. I died. So it makes this mission a little bit shorter because your mission here is to basically save all the Marines. And when they're constantly dying like a bunch of pieces of shit, you know, it takes less time because you don't have to do anything to save them.
There's new traffic on the Covenant battle network. A lot more crew made it off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell.
Okay, Cortana, how many people do you think got off the Autumn? Like 3?
We have a chance to coordinate an effective resistance.
A dozen? 100? 1,000? I mean, how many do you expect to get off the Autumn? That's what I want to know.